All right, boys, it's time to get you guys up to date. So Amanda just picked up a new car. I shouldn't say just, it was like 2 or 3 months ago, but tell the boys what you got.
I picked up a GR86.
A 2022 GR86. So Amanda rode in my car, absolutely loved it. Sold her BRZ, parted everything out, or most of the things out, and then bought herself a 2022 GR86, which I was all for. I love this car. This car is literally one of the best things ever. And today we're finally getting around to it. After about 3 months of ownership, 4,000 miles on the car, we are finally starting to mod this thing, right?
I'm excited.
I know.
It's been long awaited.
I have just been dying to work on this car, and we're finally now just getting around to it. We've just been grinding out on my BRZ, trying to get it painted, trying to get it ready. And now that we finally have some spare time, we can finally start working on this thing. And today we are installing one of my all-time favorite mods. It's an exhaust. It's one of the best mods that you could ever do to a car. And we're not installing just any exhaust. We're installing, you wanna tell the boys what we're installing?
I got a Greddy Evo GT here.
Greddy Evo GT.
Best exhaust for this car.
Exactly, I was just gonna say that. This is literally the best exhaust that you can get for the 86 platform. Whether you have an FRS, BRZ, or 86, this is literally the best exhaust that you can get for one of these cars.
And it sounds even better on a 22 BRZ or 86.
It does sound pretty good. This thing sounds good on everything, honestly. This exhaust is literally my favorite exhaust ever. We have the same exhaust on my BRZ. This exhaust actually came off of Amanda's old BRZ. We took it off before we sold the car. She's continuing the 2013 BRZ legacy onto her 86. This thing is gonna sound so good, and I'm really hyped. Amanda has been working on getting this thing polished up. It was looking super dirty. Look at that. That is just disgusting. Look at that. It was looking all nasty, and Amanda is working hard, polishing it up, and now it's looking like a straight mirror. That's looking real good. Good on you. She's still got this half of the exhaust and the bottom and a little bit over here, but so far, so good. It's coming out really good. While she's working on getting this thing polished up, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the stock exhaust. I'm sure you guys have already heard it by now. This thing sounds like absolute dog doo-doo, and it's gotta go today. Today, the 86 will finally sound good. I am so excited.
I'm hyped.
Damn, this exhaust came out so much better than mine. Can you polish mine up?
I don't know about all that.
It definitely took a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
Amanda's been here for like 2 hours just polishing up this exhaust, but honestly, look at that. You guys saw how it looked before. This looks so much better. She did the top, she finished up the bottom as well. This exhaust is great, and the reason why we polished it up is because when it's actually on the car, you can see the exhaust tips pretty clearly and these gigantic cannons. When you're driving behind the car, this is super noticeable. So now the fact that it's nice and shiny and it looks brand new, it's gonna look great on the car.
It's a look.
It's a look for sure. So this is the axle back portion of the exhaust. I already got the mid pipe in. One hanger right here, 2 bolts right over here. Now this is a 3-inch exhaust, so the sound of this is gonna be a lot deeper than most other exhausts. Most of the catbacks on the market for this car are 2.5 or 2.75, so they sound good, but they're not as deep as this exhaust. That's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. That shit almost hit my face. Oh my God.
It looks so good. Oh my God, this angle right here is fire.
I'm telling you, not only is this the best sounding exhaust, but it's the best looking exhaust too. Actually, no, I don't know about that. There's a lot of good looking exhausts out there. I messed up.
Oh no.
It's stuck.
Good. Just leave it there, you're good.
Just leave it?
I'll just scrape it off.
Apparently they keep getting sold out and coming back into stock, so if you find a Greddy Evo GT for sale, hop on it.
Yeah, really.
That looks so good. Look at that. You see that? Boys. Oh, you're polishing it up? Boys, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Polish your exhaust. P.S.
Like I just told you guys, this is a 3-inch exhaust, meaning it hangs just a little bit lower than most exhausts. Now, I get asked all the time, does my exhaust scrape? Yes, this exhaust is absolutely gonna scrape if you're sitting low. We just threw on a new gasket, but you guys can see over here, that the bottom of the flange is pretty much just scraped off. We still have a little bit of room between the welds, so like the flange isn't completely gone. It's not really causing an exhaust leak yet. It might if you're like absolutely slammed or something, but this exhaust does sit pretty low. So here is the bottom of the diff. You guys can see that the exhaust hangs a little bit lower than the diff. Most exhausts do, but this is a 3-inch, so if you guys are absolutely just slammed to the ground, keep that in mind. This exhaust is gonna scrape like crazy. Looking at this thing all polished up makes me wanna polish up mine now. All right, let's go ahead, get this thing on the ground and see what it sounds like. I'll start it up for you. Let's get your reaction. You ready?
Yeah.
It's just a cold start right now, so it's a little bit louder than it's gonna be, but it sounds good. We actually do already have headers for the car. They're just sitting up there in storage. I told Amanda the headers might be a little bit too loud for her. I want you to feel this out. Sit with it for like a week or two, feel it out, and see if you really want to go headers. Because once you go headers and once you go catless, you'll have a check engine light, and it's going to be really loud. This exhaust is like a happy medium. It's not too loud, and it sounds really good, especially if you just want to run the exhaust and nothing else. You can totally just have the catback and nothing else and be completely happy with this. Yeah. It sounds really good.
But you know, beggars can't be choosers.
I guess. I don't know, because like once you go catless, then it's gonna be like way louder than this. So there's no like happy medium unless you go catted front pipe. I'll pull the car out and we'll pull it outside and go for some like shots outside, because the car under load sounds a lot better than the car just at a standstill. Yeah, the boys already know this.
Right, let's check it out.
First impressions.
I like it. I think it needs a little bit more rumble, but I like it.
You know what? Yeah, I know. There's a very slight rumble, but it's not loud enough. I think we've just had so many loud cars that having a car with just a catback and 2 cats in it is just, it's not doing it for us.
It's really not.
It's not as loud as you want it.
Okay, you're right.
You know what? Header install coming next week, boys. We already have the headers sitting at the shop. We just weren't sure if we wanted to install it or not, but I guess it's not loud enough for you, is it?
No.
It's not loud enough for me either.
But this is my daily, so like now I gotta get a daily for the daily.
That's how it goes. We might have to rip it on these back roads a little bit. I'm gonna get out of the car, get some exhaust clips from the outside, and hear what this baby sounds like. All right, go for it. I've been there, done that. I'm not gonna rip it anything crazy or
So much better from far away. I don't know why. I see what Bobber means when he said it sounds better under load, and he was right. It sounds better from the outside of the car. It needs more loud. I think it needs headers. He's coming, hold on. Oh, just kidding, he's coming to pick me up. Ooh, at least it pops. I'm happy about that.
The fake noise that like Subaru put in the car for some reason, you hear it a lot more than you hear the exhaust. From the outside, you liked it?
I also said it sounds way better from far away.
Really?
I don't know why. Like,
Really?
it sounds more like a Subaru from far away than up close.
That's actually interesting. That's not something I would think. When I had this exhaust on a stock setup, I never really got to hear it. So I don't really know. Yeah, I actually do. I want to hear it from the outside. This is something so small, but I think it's something that so many people overlook. Like an exhaust, a nice exhaust just completely changes the whole driving feel and everything. And I don't know, I'm a big exhaust guy. And in my opinion, like I said before, this is the best exhaust you can get for these cars. Oh, that sounds good. I like that. It's not too much. It's not too over the top. It sounds good. It's nice and tame. Personally, I like my cars louder. I know Amanda's a little spoiled and likes her cars louder too now because she's had so many loud cars. So I don't think this car is going to stay this quiet for too long. The only reason why we didn't just jump the gun and put in the headers is because this is her daily. So we couldn't really make it all that loud. Let's hear it. Oh! So like I was saying, this is her daily. She can't really make it all that loud, but I think we are gonna have to go ahead and put in some headers because this thing is not loud enough. It sounds really good, but it does need some unequal length headers. I see what you mean.
See?
Far away, you hear more rumble, and also we need to make this thing louder. This exhaust does sound really good. Not only does it sound good, it looks just amazing. Final thoughts on the exhaust before we end the video. What do you think?
Okay, I don't love it.
You don't love it?
I don't love it.
No.
But I like it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll take it. Explain.
Okay, this car doesn't just deserve a catback. It needs more.
It needs more. I 100% agree. Like I said, this exhaust is one of my favorite exhausts. This thing just sounds amazing. It has a nice deep growl to it, which most other exhausts just don't have. I remember I had the MXP back in the day and it just did not make me happy. It was like 2.5 inch, I believe, and it wasn't loud. It didn't have a growl to it. This thing, on the other hand, just sounds super aggressive. Like, I don't know, anytime I pull up anywhere, people are like, yo, what exhaust is that? Like, I get so many DMs asking me what exhaust I have just because it looks so good and it sounds amazing. It's the Greddy Evo GT, guys.
I have to say though, it sounds way better under load than just
100%.
like a rev.
That's always the case. Cars almost always sound better under load than they do just at a standstill. That's why we tried to get some rollers. And you've also heard my car for like the longest time, which has headers on equal length and the same exhaust. So I see where you're coming from. Like I said, boys, next exhaust video on this car is probably going to be headers because that's what we need to do. I really like the exhaust. Like I said, Greddy Evo GT, one of my all-time favorite exhausts. There's a bunch of other exhausts out there that sound amazing. This one is just my personal favorite. I really love this exhaust. Amanda only likes it, but I want to know what you guys think. Leave it down in the comments. What do you guys think about the Greddy Evo GT? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? Let me know. We just finished up the first official mod for the GR86 build. High five. We now have officially started the build. We're gonna start working on this car as well as my BRZ and the Evo and all that good stuff. And you guys are gonna see a bunch of new videos coming out, a lot different than what I normally post. If you guys are excited for more videos, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.